Hey, Cosmic Friend. This is your timeless weekly reading for the week of July 15th through the 21st, 2024. This is a collective reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Some of the things I say may not resonate perfectly for you. Take the message, apply it to your life in the way that fits best. This is for your personal development. And I'll see you in the reading. Okay, beginning of the week, Page of Clouds, Mind. The new way of seeing, a new way of thinking is being blocked. Your personal power is being blocked or choked by the busyness of the mind. It is shutting down your internal connection. Source isn't able to get to you. Your heart is not able to radiate. Your personal power is trapped. Expression is likely to be distorted, choked, or otherwise dampened. A good exercise for this is to empty the mind onto paper. Julia Cameron, the one that did The Artist's Way, has a great exercise called morning pages, where you wake up first thing in the morning before you get out of bed and you dump out 3 pages of whatever is in there. It helps clean out the clutter of what's happening on the internals so that you can see what's next. So if you're in a space of needing to make decisions, you're at a crossroads, or you're just feeling really heavy with mental clutter, maybe try and do a set of morning pages, afternoon pages, or evening pages, whichever works for you, and just dump out whatever is in there that is choking your expression, that's choking your personal power, that's choking your creativity, and in general, keeping your mind from being able to be in flow, okay? Middle of the week, Major Arcana 15, Conditioning. This is our view of ourselves that comes from others. There is something about who you are that's not like how those around you have perceived. And it is the disconnect from that quality that could be causing some of your stress, some of your distress, some of the unhappiness that you have inside of yourself about who you are or what you're doing, what's happening with your self-concept or your perception of your identity, who you are after you say, I am, right? I am blank. This card is pointing towards that. And it's saying that who you are is not like the sheep around you. Who you are truly deep down is this lion. And it is up to you to go find something to see the reflection of who you truly are, embody that thing, and allow yourself to experience identity and connection with your true authentic self. I read to you from the book. This card recalls an old Zen story about a lion who was brought up by sheep and who thought he was a sheep until an old lion captured him and took him to a pond where he showed him his own reflection. Many of us are like this lion. The image we have of ourselves comes not from our own direct experience, but from the opinions of others. A personality imposed from the outside replaces the individuality that could have grown from within. We become just another sheep in the herd, unable to move freely and unconscious of our own true identity. It's time to take a look at your own reflection in this pond and make a move to break out of whatever you have been conditioned by others to believe about yourself. Dance, run, jog, do gibberish, whatever is needed to wake up the sleeping lion within. End of the week. 6 of Rainbows, Compromise, clarified by the card 11 in the Major Arcana Breakthrough. Compromise. As I'm looking at this card, Compromise, the green in the card has different levels. On top of those different levels of green is it's almost like the bright yellow of the personal power has been muted. The creative energy of the bright orange sacral chakra is muted. It's dirty. It's dingy. So compromise is not the same as the adjustments we make in relationships that involve boundaries and balance and synergy. Compromise is when you give up something of yours to appease or please someone or something else. And so compromise is another way to wear false face. It's another way to be inauthentic. It is another way to contribute to your own unhappiness and in relationship to your unhappiness, the unhappiness of those around you. I feel like something is brewing this week. I know the astrology is in line with this. We had some recent events in the US that definitely spoke to the astrology happening over the weekend, and now we're here. It is sometimes challenging to speak your own truth. One, to hear it, and two, to stand on it. It is absolutely required for you to stand on your truth throughout this week. But as this card shows up here at the end of the week, I'm going to say it's probably going to be a situation that's unique to you. Stand on business. That doesn't mean that you have to disconnect from compassion or empathy or any of those things. Do what you gotta do, but stay true to who you are and stand on business. Assertiveness is not rude, okay? Seems like the internet has tried to convince us that standing up for ourselves and getting our rights is rude, and it's not. Identifying a problem isn't rude either. It's contributing to the opportunity of solutions happening. If you don't ever say, hey, my knee hurts, the doctor can't tell you how to help that out, okay? So this card shows up at the end of the week to remind us not to compromise our own truth. It's in the rainbows area, so it's going to be something in the material, which means it could be about your house. It could be about interactions with people. It could be your money. There's a few different areas that rainbows connects to, but it is in the material world. Know that who you are needs to be stood upon. Clarified by card 11 breakthrough, which is coming up to me as you seeing yourself in a completely new light, approaching and connecting to embodiment in a new way. This moment is likely to open up new opportunities for you. Perhaps you will feel different than you've ever felt for having stood on business in that moment. I want to connect the cards, but I'm not done here. Let's go see what it says. Yeah, okay. Card 11 is showing the enough is enough. You're finished with something. It is the line in the sand, and perhaps this moment is a line in the sand that has been crossed, and you step over the other side standing on business, meaning whatever it is that you have laid down that you said you were going to do, or whatever your next move is that you've been hoping that you didn't have to do, is likely to need to be done. Go in. You've got this. The cards are saying that it is necessary to do this for your own self and your personal development, likely for the happiness of those that are connected to you also. Sometimes we have to do the hard thing so that the people around us can have ease, can have joy, can have relaxation, can have rest. Okay? Connecting the cards. We begin with the mind holding us down. We've got wood holding down all of our shoulders, our expression, our heart, and none of that is able to reach our throat. None of it is able to get to the head because the mind is so very busy. So our energy flow is very locked down. Our personal power is held. Our mind is choking the ability for source, ancestors, and guides to be able to communicate with us clearly. Empty the churning and burning of the mind. Let it go. Get it down on paper. Talk it out if that's in your process to do. But purge out the clutter. Get yourself moving again, maybe a good stretch, and let yourself see the situation or see this moment in a new way. Middle of the week, we are meeting ourselves, the truth of ourselves in a new way. We are seeing how it is that our uniqueness, our personal authenticity might be different from others, but that doesn't mean that others are bad, wrong, or that we look down on them. We are just in a different place, and that is okay. Allow that to carry you towards the opportunity at the end of the week to shine in our authentic self, to break through perhaps some limits or some barriers or some beliefs that we had that were holding us back. Maybe it's a situation that comes up where people are asking us or demanding of us that we do something that is not in alignment with who we are, our own personal integrity. Either way it goes, this moment is gifted and supported by Source. Do what you need to do, but do not compromise your authenticity. Do not compromise yourself. Please remember to stay connected to your heart for this week. Check in with your self-care. Make sure you're hydrated, you're resting well, you're eating as well as you can. And remember, you got this. If you found value in this video, please leave me a like, drop me a comment down below. Let me know how your week has gone. If you haven't already, please remember to subscribe to my channel. This is Tanisha Ahava. It has been a pleasure serving you. I'll see you in the next one.